Hello and welcome to 1 in 20 D&D. This is Gregory and I am glad to have you here. We're going to be playing some Princes of the Apocalypse, and we have four great guys. Well, no, normally we have four great guys. Tonight we only have three. So I am going to introduce very quickly Austin playing Holg. We have
Greetings.
Dane playing Oskar, and finally Nico playing Kron. We are in the thick of things, gentlemen. You all have inserted yourself well and truly into this water cult's hideout, lair, temple, whatever we're calling it. You've just been carving a swath through these water cultists, and you found yourself most recently, after eliminating another small group of them in what seemed to be their barracks or quarters or what have you. You found this kind of, for lack of a better name, we'll call it a storage room, maybe some kind of a receiving area or something like this. There's a small quay, and there are barrels and boxes and everything stacked around. There are some long tables in the middle of this chamber that are apparently used for sorting and organizing. And then there are 6 pillars supporting this relatively large chamber. It's about 70 feet from let's call it east to west, and it's about 50 feet north south. So 50 by 70, and it's pretty, one of the larger chambers you've encountered down here. And it opens up into this natural cavern to your east. So you're currently sort of standing around these three long tables in the middle, and I guess essentially discussing what to do next. So, what would you like to do next?
So, we know there's something in the lake, right? But we also know there's something guarding something in the lake.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't necessarily want to go underwater to get something.
Well, you don't have to.
I have a great idea.
Why does that sound so ominous?
Because it's Holg saying it.
All right, Holg, let's hear it. Open to suggestions.
So there's a gong, right? And they said it calls reinforcements.
Yes.
So instead of going room by room, we can get them all here and take care of all of them.
So let's pause and think for a second what we can expect. There will possibly be the troll that lives under the bridge that we keep tricking.
Yeah.
And who knows what else?
Well, we're going to find who knows what else anyway.
Right, but it's who knows what else plus a troll, or just who knows what else.
Do you want to go kill the troll first?
If we did go down and fight the troll, we could let the elk help.
We do have a giant elk. Well, you have a giant elk.
Yeah, we do have a giant elk. I keep forgetting about a giant elk. How do you forget about a giant elk? It doesn't matter.
Well, we haven't really traveled with her very much. We keep having to leave her behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure her purpose so far. But nothing has snuck up on us, so I guess there's that.
It's true.
On one hand, it'd be really nice to get out of what's in the water. Did we pick up anything helpful along the way?
Helpful in what way?
Like to breathe underwater, or
Oh, I can do that.
what?
Yeah, I got this thing, and I'm gonna pull out the clockwork goldfish. I hold it up, and it's this glass orb filled with water, and there's a little clockwork goldfish inside. Slowly swims in circles around it. So this will let me swim and let me breathe underwater for 10 minutes. Or until I
Just
get knocked unconscious.
just you, or
Well, I've never tried it on anyone else. So far it's only been on me.
so
see,
my
Joe-
thinking?
You
Go
see,
ahead.
like
Go ahead.
with these feet, they don't swim very well normally. So this helps a lot.
Yes. So we could send you underwater to find the thing. But if there's something underwater, how would you tell us?
He just said he doesn't swim good.
Well, that's
Well,
why he has the
I
thing.
can with this, yeah.
It gives him flippers or something. I don't know. It's got a weird foot thing. Don't judge.
To tell you, I'd have to come back up and tell you that way, but
Well, we could tie a rope to you, and you could tug the rope really hard if you're in danger, and we could hopefully pull you back out.
that could work too.
So,
The other option is to try to summon whatever it is here, defeat it here, and then go into the water.
so about this gong idea.
Yeah, hold the gong. Hold the gong.
We
So-
have a key that we know opens a gate to the Featherheads. And who do the Featherheads like? You.
Well, they did. We had that interesting experience that they seemed a little put off for some reason.
But none of them made it back, so they don't even know that was us. It's fine. It's
Ah.
fine.
So let's review. We can ring a gong to be attacked by a troll and gods only know what else.
Well,
We can take a
you
key.
can hide and I'll ring it, and then they'll attack me, and you can just hit everybody around me. It's fine. It's
Well,
fine.
We'll keep note of that. Or we can go fishing with Kron, which I'm kind of partial to that idea right now. Because Kron fishing sounds like a good time, relaxing. You just kick back. So we could do that and see what's in the water, because we know there's treasure in there. Like, they told us there was treasure in the water.
And doesn't your sword keep glowing as we get closer to here?
Yeah, but that's because of the ale.
Yeah, we'll deal with the sword later.
It's
Or-
true, that is because of the ale. I wonder if there's a lot of ale in there.
There's only one way to find out.
Well, there's lots of ways to find out. We just need to pick one. So, option 1, ring a gong and hope for the best. Option 2, Kron fishing. Option 3, go all the way to the Featherheads, see how they're doing, see if we're still on good enough terms to, bring them back with us?
Well, we know there's a gate there, and if they find out everything's wiped out here, they may come looking for their own stuff.
All right.
That sounds that last one sounds a little too complicated.
That sounds like a completely different direction than we've been going so far. Or we could continue what we have been doing and come back for the lake, which is just keep going deeper. We haven't seen everywhere in this place yet.
Well, we know there's nothing back this way or that way, so everything
Right.
will come down from this way.
Except for a troll, which will come down from this way.
Well,
Well,
We
but
go
the
to
troll
the
will
giant.
probably come from this way.
Good thinking, Kron.
and we get the giant elk and then get rid of the troll, and then we have an elk for everybody to see and attack first, and we can surprise them.
So we go to fight the troll with the elk's help. We put the elk in the water to swim and see if it can swim around.
No, we put it right here at the end of the hallway, so everybody sees it, and they go after it.
All right. So, addendum to the troll plan. We go down, pick a fight with the troll, have an elk to help us, kill the troll as long as all goes well, bring the elk back here with us so long as it's still alive, and then ring a gong to see what happens?
Well, I can
Yeah.
pull from the bag again.
No, don't pull from the bag. I like the idea of the elk. I'm partial to the elk all of a sudden.
Well, the elk, I believe, stays.
What? I don't know how that.
Is it just a bag of elks?
It might be a bag of elks. So far, it's a bag of elks.
So
That's cool.
out of character, it does not say anything about the old one disappearing when you draw a new creature.
Can you click
No, it could be any. What? No,
Can
you
you
don't
click
click it.
it?
It's... Oh,
Do you
can
have
I
it
click
in,
it? Yeah. I have it
is
in
it in
the.
Roll20? I think it is.
I have it in my. Is that it? No. Wait.
Bag of tricks.
It's in my equipment, but I don't. How do I? I don't know how to pop those into the chat.
It's okay. I'm reading it now. So you can, as an action, you can pull a fuzzy object from the bag, throw it within 20 feet. The creature vanishes at the next dawn unless it's reduced to 0 hit points. It's friendly to you. Action your turn. Orders. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn. So that's your limit. You can do it 3 per day.
Cool.
So
yeah,
we could just
I can
fill the
pull
room with
2 more
animals.
times. Yeah.
But it's
So we
it's
could
be
random each
anything
time.
It could be anything from a weasel to a giant elk again, including like giant rats, badgers, boars, panther, a giant badger, a dire wolf. There's a lot that comes out of these. We've seen the
Alright.
rat and the elk. I was just told about the others.
So we could.
I'd like to think that this is something that's been handed down to Kron through the tribe, you know, like someone who was your mentor or family member or something somehow passed it on to you. That's cool.
Oh, 100%. Austin, I'm thinking Grathan or Udgar. I'll figure out which one precisely later.
All right. So why don't we just decide and go from there? Let's head back down to the troll so that we don't get ambushed by a troll. Call up, 2 more animals. Do our best to kill a troll on our own without it getting away. And then come back and ring a bell.
It's a gong.
A gong, I'm sorry. And hold off on crawn fishing in case ringing the gong makes whatever's in the water come up too.
Sounds so simple when you put it that way.
Nothing about this sounds simple.
I think this plan sounds good. We should try it.
You think this
should say, I
plan
think-
sounds good?
I think this is the best plan that we have. Is
I
what I mean
don't
by good.
disagree with that. All right. So, let's go pick a fight with a troll again. Does everyone have a torch? Beat it down and singe it. That's our plan, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Currently, there's an ever-burning torch lit, but it doesn't actually light
Yeah.
anything on fire.
Yeah.
As we walk over, though, I will pull out an actual torch and light it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. I'm gonna move y'all to save a little bit of time. So once you're here, let me adjust the map. There you go. So that's
As
you
we-
sort of approaching the bridge, and you can move yourselves to wherever you like at this point.
As we walk down, Holg will follow Kron's lead to light a torch and just mutter to himself,
I am a genius.
Sure.
You are something. All right. I still have control of Dario, so I'll control him.
Okay.
All
So
right.
what's the plan?
So I think one of you two should go say hello to the troll. And I guess we just hope it doesn't swim away.
Were we calling up the elk first?
Oh yeah, let's go get the elk. So everybody in character. Look just like a priest again.
Okay.
And we'll head down to where the elk is.
Okay. All right.
For
Yeah.
the third time, we will cross this bridge and
Yeah, and again, the elk is huge, right? So it has to squeeze to get itself out to here, and even once it's out here, it doesn't really have anywhere. It wouldn't have anywhere to stand.
If the water was shallow enough for it to walk through the water, I was going to put it there. If not, then it doesn't really make sense because, yeah, there's nowhere for it to go. So it'll just get in the way rather than helping.
I don't know. So the water's kind of dark. I don't know that you've sort of figured out how deep any of it is.
oh wait, it's a 3x3 elk, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
it's huge.
Okay, so can't you share a space with something 2 sizes bigger than you?
Technically, yes. But again, I mean, like, it could maybe stand here on the stairs. That's
Yeah, it
about
won't really be able to go across the bridge. At least
Well, we
not
can-
walk.
It can squeeze.
And
because
it's
that's
going to
the
have
size
to
of the
eventually swim through the water either way. Just
Well, I
'cause
think
it
we're going to
won't fit this hallway
sacrifice it to the
behind us.
water just to see. We'll send it upriver anyway, just to see if something will eat it. I mean, you're not attached to this elk in any way, are you?
I thought
Well, I am a little, but she comes back.
Okay. Good.
I don't like it when she dies, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay. Well, I suppose we can see what happens then. I do think we should bring her back because she can reach and help fight, and quite frankly, helping fight something. And I have a feeling that elk would just have really strong hooves.
Maybe we keep it on land where it can do stuff
That's the plan.
instead of feeding it to the lake. I mean,
Nico, I was just looking through my notes. I cannot find the names that we came up with. Sorry. Can you send me that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
After I forgot them last time, I wrote them all down.
All right.
Nope. Just found it as soon as I asked. Sorry.
Too late, I already sent it. So you got it twice now.
So, yeah, it'll be able to squeeze, I guess.
So let's get the elk, and let's put the elk right over here. Let's pick a fight with a troll. Try and kill it before it jumps in the water and swims away. And see
Yeah,
what happens.
it sounds like sounds like our best bet to me.
All right. I'll light one of my torches too. Yes, I did have a torch. Good.
All right, were you leading us across again, like before?
Yes, I'll lead us across the same way we've gone across. We'll go down and get the elk and bring the elk back. And then when we get back, we'll just straight up pick a fight.
Okay. So it will definitely be able to attack. It's going to have disadvantage on its attacks if it is squeezing during combat. Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Rather than move
So
down,
I'll just
grab.
let me do this. This will be easier. So let's bring it up. Let's say it comes out through the.
So yeah. Oh,
Is that your idea? You want to have it come through this corridor here?
Yep, through there.
Okay.
Were we gonna
so-
take one side and hit the other?
Well, yes, but we start on this side, and if the troll sticks its head up before we get over there, we'll all be on this side.
I mean, essentially,
Sure.
as soon as the troll sees the creature, it sees meat. So we're just gonna go right into combat.
Works for me.
Yeah. I mean, y'all are intending that anyway, so let's just skip all this
And we're-
silliness and get right to it. Here we go.
And I think being fairly confident the troll didn't speak common, we'd just be talking about this whole thing as we cross the bridge and throw up the sign.
I mean, yeah, if you just throw up the sign, it probably would peek its head up, but then once it sees the elk, it's definitely on. All right, so do one of you want to control the elk and roll its initiative and that good stuff?
It acts on my turn.
Right.
I do want to, as soon as we see the troll, point at the troll and just say, "Attack," and that'll be my like opening command to it. And then it should fight it until it dies or dawn comes.
All right, roll initiative, all. I am going to do something for Dario. I'm going to set up a... Oh, how about that? He's been using the maul, right? Or the greatsword?
Greatsword.
Greatsword, okay.
He'd used them all the last few times. He tends to switch whenever I start hitting hard.
All right, so I set up token actions for him, so it might make it a little easier for you running him there, unless you want to do something out of the ordinary. Okay, so I got his initiative in there. We got everybody. We do not have the elk.
The elk acts on my turn.
Oh, fair. Okay, thank you. And you can use a bonus action to command it. So. So let's say you went. I want to say you all actually went over there to collect the elk. So would it have been all of you or one of you that went and got it?
I figured we all would have went because Oscar was a little bit paranoid.
So then, would you be in front of or behind the elk when you came back here?
I figured we'd be in front leading.
I figured we'd be in front as well because we knew that it was going to have a tougher time, so we'd be in front coaxing it forward if we needed to.
All right, so let's put you guys here then. All right, well, Dario gets to lead it off. Does he want to, or would he hold, or do you think he would just shoot some Eldritch Blast at this thing to get it started? Oh, let me fix the map so you can actually see what's happening.
He doesn't Eldritch Blast very often, but he's definitely going to want advantage of some kind. He's not going to get it from here. So Dario is going to say, well, I guess we just shoot it and surround it. So yeah, he is going to Eldritch Blast. This thing's in the water still, right? Like sticking its head up?
Yeah, it's probably let's call it 3/4. It's probably more than that, but we'll call it 3/4 cover. So you have a -5 on the attack.
Okay. Well, here we go. 23.
That's still gonna hit even with -5.
10 damage.
Okay, and I think he gets at least one more of those.
He should get 2 of them.
Yep, I was just checking. He does get 2. Well, the other one is a 26
Definitely 21 will hit.
for 2
Another
damage.
2. All right. So these 2 black energy bolts, black and purple energy bolts, go whistling through the air, zap the troll. Dario dodges out of the way and hides behind the stairs. The troll, at that point, the troll kind of just does one of those things where it comes up out of the water and water goes spraying everywhere. Yeah, just stands up. It's all angry now. And it is going to charge forward at Holg and Kron and start swinging. It gets... Oh, wow. So I'm gonna say it's going to, let's see, odd is Kron, even is Holg. All right, Kron, it is gonna bear down on you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
The first 2
Oh
hit.
no! Critical hit with the
Yeah.
claw.
Remind me, can I use inspiration to make them reroll?
I generally don't do that.
Okay, that's fine. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah. So like it comes out and just it looks like it's gonna go after Holg, and then at the last second it changes its mind and switches directions and catches you by surprise, with its first attack doing 12 slashing damage. Water sprays over everyone as its skin is slick with the slime and liquid from the trench. The second attack is a 19, which I think also hits for another 11. But the bite, it tries to snap out at you with its sharp teeth and nasty jaw, but the bite just clacks in the air in front of your face, and it just snarls at you. And it's your turn to retaliate.
All right, so I do that thing. I think they've done it in Hulk movies a few times, where like he gets hit and it looks bad, and then he just kind of looks up and he's like, "Fine." I do that, but I look up and my eyes are like glowing yellow, and I'm gonna rage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna attack it twice. Oh, and with Great Weapon Master and all that.
Okay.
All the bells and whistles.
Now, so you're using your... All right, you're using the maul.
All right. Yeah. So 13.
13 misses. So you crack on its shoulder with your maul, and it just kind of like grins this wicked looking smile as it shrugs off the damage.
All right. And that's where, so I pull it back and go to like shove it in the chest, and it just kind of, again, nothing happens. I don't hit it hard enough.
Yeah, it's big and strong, and it easily absorbs the blow.
Yeah, but I will move up to give some spacing there.
Okay. Oskar?
I'm going to pat Kron on the shoulder next to me and go, "Kron, buddy, I was a little rough, but I know you got this, man. You are a strong, independent Minotaur. And that hammer, that hammer can land. So go ahead and have a inspiration."
I love it.
But you were asking about making people reroll with inspiration. You didn't reroll any of yours, so I'll have to give you some of mine.
Oh, yeah.
So my bardic inspiration is a D8 now.
Nice.
Keep that in mind. And then going to take a moment of consideration and go, listen, big guy, we've had our differences, but quite frankly, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain to you why this has to happen this way. And I'll just vicious mockery him.
Awesome. Wisdom save, right? Yeah.
Wisdom save. I figure he doesn't have
wisdom
much
are
of
their strong suits, right?
Woohoo!
That's a miss. So he's going to take 8 psychic damage.
And disadvantage on his next attack.
All right.
And I'm going to pat Kron on the shoulder on the way by and say, "Good luck, buddy." And head up here by Dario. That's the turn.
Alrighty. Holg, it's your turn.
I'm going to follow Kron's lead and attempt to rage.
Okay. Bonus action,
And then
rage.
I will make 2 attacks with my dragon bone sword.
Okie dokie. The new sword.
Yeah, new sword. I will make them reckless. It's a 24 and a 16. I'm assuming the 24 hits.
The sword glows at you as you pull it from your scabbard. Both of those hit, actually.
Nice.
So that
So
is
7 from the first and 8 from the
7
second.
and 8.
15 total. Okay.
And then I will move up next to Kron, and as I move away, I'll go,
Come on, big boy.
Love it. Okay. Alrighty. So then it is Dario's turn once again.
Dario's gonna go, Holg, have you been drinking because your sword is glowing again?
I may be a little drunk on rage.
that's it.
Okay. So Dario will stairs here, go up to the side of the bridge, which I'm assuming is about head level of the troll, and swing the great sword.
I'm gonna give it partial cover because there are like railings. If you remember, there's like a balustrade that has carved with like the figures of dwarves.
Right, but because Dario's attacking downward, then it doesn't have cover for Dario, but Dario has cover from it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Dario's gonna run up to us and say, I have the high ground! And, take a pair of swings as I find the button.
Yeah, red for rage was what we were doing. I appreciate that. Put that on both of you.
Don't think he's going to
I
use
don't know
his.
why it's so big. It must be the size of the map or something.
Yeah. Did not mean to hit that.
An
gonna-
11's gonna. Oh wait, I thought you were gonna attack with the sword.
No. I accidentally clicked that trying to make it.
Oh yeah,
small.
no worries, no
He's gonna
worries.
use a spell.
We will just
I don't
ignore
remember
it.
how to use hex. Is hex a limited thing for him?
He has a Hexblade's
sure.
curse, which is once
Once per
once
short
for
rest.
short rest.
All right,
And
we're not
it
going
lets him add stuff, and he gets hit points back and stuff, and larger crit range.
Okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to attack. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Oh, if he'd done that, that would have been a crit.
13.
He does.
Magical.
Doesn't he get to make one extra
He gets to
attack
attack.
or something? No, I mean like his elven accuracy thing
That's
Yeah,
when,
he has
when he has
advantage.
advantage.
when he has advantage. Okay, thank
When
you.
he has
guys.
advantage, he rolls 3 dice instead of 2.
Okay, so it takes 13 slashing damage.
And second attack also hits for another 13.
Woo! Big damage.
Oh wait, I lied. Neither
It
of those were rolled. 19s.
doesn't look very happy about that. Anything else for Dario?
No. Dario is A-okay with it.
All right. So on its turn, it some of its wounds begin closing up. It looks angrily at
That's right.
all of you. I think it's gonna try to slash up at Dario. I'm giving you half cover, so it'll be a -2 to all of its attacks.
Sure.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. The first one is at disadvantage. Even with disadvantage, it's a 13 to hit, which misses. The second one is a 20, and the third is a
hits.
19.
Also hits.
Okay, so it like slashes up and like digs its claws into Dario's arm and then pulls him down and just like takes a big bite into Dario's like shoulder and chest. And then it lets go as Dario pulls away from him. So Dario took quite a bit of damage there. 23 total damage from that attack. It's actually gonna stand its ground, I think, right there. So Kron, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna look over at the elk, who looks very squished there. Can can I attack around this corner?
It'd be the same thing. I'd give it like half cover, so you'd have
Okay.
-2 to your attacks.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna beckon the elk forward because he was supposed at this point to. I'm gonna tell him to move forward and attack. Come on, get your butt out here. Hit this thing. So the elk is gonna try to squeeze forward to attack it. Wait. There. To attack the troll. I think you have to roll that.
Sure, I'll take care of it. Now, is it just gonna try to? Yeah, I don't think it could charge it because it was squeezing.
Yeah,
So
I didn't think so. I was
it'd probably
thinking
just run
the
up and
hoof
try to
attacks.
hoof it, attack it with its front. Oh no, it has to be prone. That's
Oh, the
why
troll
it
has to
tries
be prone?
knocks the other. Okay, so it's gonna ram it with its horns.
Okay.
So that's a big hit. 20 will do. So it is gonna do some damage. Total of 12
Nice.
bludgeoning damage with its huge antlers. Okay. And all right, now Kron, you can make your attack or attack.
Well done, Ilphaba. And then yeah, I'm gonna attack it. And I'm gonna do what I didn't do last time and go reckless.
Okay, you still have -2.
Yeah, but that's a.
Oh,
nat
that's
20.
a crit. That'll do.
So much damage is coming.
Okay.
That's 40 damage.
No, that's 22. Oh, it is. Oh my god. Good God, man. All right. We need to check. How is that even possible?
So
Holy
the
moly.
18.
All right.
So the 11 is because I rolled a set. Looks like a.
I know. Because you have the Great Weapon Masters plus 10 damage.
Yep. And with
Sick.
Divine Fury, which also gets doubled on a crit.
Yep, totally. That was a brilliant hit. So you just how do you want to crush this thing into the ground?
So
Is it like, do you like smash it against the wall and make it like
yeah, so
pop,
I was gonna say, so
or-
Alpha came up and rammed it, and he's like kind of staggering and off balance. I just step forward around the corner and swing around and just right up against the side of the bridge, actually.
So somehow you managed to not mangle the maul and tangle it up in the antlers of this gigantic elk. But again, you stand up, you're a big dude, but like the elk is again taller than you, especially with its great rack. So you sort of just swing low down where its legs are, avoiding all of that craziness, and just like you just clobber this thing and just beat it into the wall. There's a sickening crunching sound as bones break and splinter, and it slumps to the ground at your feet.
Like seemingly dead or still moving?
I mean, it's
fighting?
unconscious at the moment.
Okay, then I'm gonna take the torch that I lit and just jab it in its face.
Okay, so you're going to start to burn its skin. It takes a moment because it's still slick with water and wet a little bit, but there's this sickly sizzling of and steam and smoke and the smell of burnt hair mixed with sewage because of the like kelp-like nature of its hair and skin just start to fill the chamber, and you basically destroy this creature's ability to regenerate. Holg has his torch, comes over and aids you. You light whatever flimsy clothing it was, loincloth or whatever it was wearing.
Sorry, Holg.
And-
I finished that one a little quick this time.
How did this go so well?
I'm a genius.
Elphaba.
All right. Well, why didn't you swim her up to that room we were in? We'll see if anything eats her on the way, and if not, all the better. And if so, well, we'll sort that out when we get there.
Hey girl, can you swim to the north? There should be another landing, and we'll meet you there. And so then,
It can certainly try. Let me see something
She
real quick.
grunts in acknowledgement.
Out of curiosity, what language are you speaking to it in? Just common?
yeah, we'll stick with common.
Okay.
I don't think it would know my other language.
Where do you want it to meet you?
Up at the room, but I don't have a good way to describe it, so I just said like another landing because I think it's the next
Yeah.
one north.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know that this
There's
river
a-
connects because I remember falling in up here and this goes the other way.
I thought it went around and then up and it connected.
I don't know that we went that far up.
Dario looked. We got to the landing up here. Didn't Dario look and see that there was water up there, or is it a curve? Because Dario
it-
sees through.
When
I
Holg
thought it at least
fell
went to
in, he
the-
would have seen that it went both directions, and it looked to open up into that natural cavern.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. I thought that we got that impression somehow.
I just need to check something in the notes.
So Dario doesn't look so good. Do we want to take a short rest for him?
No, Dario's
Okay.
fine.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So the elk is going to. Let's see. It is going to move into the water. I just want to see what its movement is. Okay. All right.
Dane, does Dario have a potion of healing?
Yes, Dario has a potion of healing.
Okay. I'll just slip him the greater healing potion out of the bag of holding as well.
Okay. All right, that's in his bag now.
All right, and it seems to be so can elk swim is the question.
Real life elk, yes, very much so.
They can. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody swims at half their speed, don't they?
I mean, that's what I thought. Moose and elk are excellent swimmers. All right, well, there you go. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything like really ridiculous. All right, so it gets in and starts paddling upstream. There's a little bit of a current, so it's it's got a little bit of a fight for it, but it starts
That's fine. It'll
moving.
take us a little while to get over there too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it starts moving up. So what are you all doing?
We're gonna meet it up in the back to the gong room.
Okay, so let's see. You can move
Along the
6
way,
feet.
I'm gonna say to the rest of the group. So get up there and ring the gong. Elk gets there, or do we bring out the new pets and then ring the gong?
I think we get the pets. Everyone who doesn't want to get smacked in the face hides. Then we ring the gong, and then we smack other people in the face.
Should we use the tables to barricade that north hallway just to slow people down coming that way? Because, like we said, that's the only direction people can come from.
It's a good idea.
All right, I moved Dario over just to get a sense of how long it would take the elk, or how quickly you would get there in relationship to the elk. So it's gonna get 3 turns essentially to move itself over there, and let's move you all to here. Come on now, there we go. All right, so then it's get 3 turns. So there's 1.
Oskar had oil, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
3.
I believe.
Okay.
You still got any of that flammable stuff?
I have 2 flasks left.
Well, if we know they're coming through a hallway, we can grease it up real nice.
Well, what I was thinking is, why don't the 2 of you take these tables and put 2 of the tables in the hallway, lift up the 3rd table at the end of the hallway, we'll toss some boxes behind it. That'll slow down whoever's coming, and if we cover the tables in the hallway with oil, if they come from a direction, we can catch them up. Or we can just slow them down. Either way is fine.
Okay.
I say we save the oil because I don't know how many trolls we're going to run into.
It's true. That's a good idea. Yeah, why don't we do that?
But I
Shouldn't take but a moment.
got 9 more torches. Plus this one.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
And I'll start trying to move tables with Kron.
Holg, you hear a thrashing in the water.
Dario will look out there and say, "It's just the elk."
Oh.
No,
Is
I
she-
mean it's swimming. It's thrashing.
Oh.
Dario
okay,
can see.
okay.
Is it just swimming?
It seems to be in trouble.
How so? I mean, Dario can see pretty clearly. He's got 120 feet of dark vision.
It looks like it's fending for its life.
Kron, something's eating your elk.
Damn it! Already? Can you tell what it is? We did
No.
kind of.
Oh,
experience.
goodness gracious. There's this kind of like bleeding, like whatever noise an elk makes. And the elk seems to get dragged underwater and disappear.
It's okay. I know you'll come back in a few days.
Dario's gonna back up and hide behind a pillar here.
Okay.
What lives in underground lakes and eats elk? Anybody know?
I mean, I think the troll wanted to eat the elk. And he
Yeah.
lived in a lake.
Yes. Well. I'll keep an eye out. Keep moving the tables.
Okay.
Oskar
Yeah.
will hide behind a pillar too.
And Holg and I will move the tables over into this hallway. How far up the hallway were we moving it? Just at the end here?
Yeah, just make them all fit.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to make it difficult for people to come through this hallway. Because
So
we know
when you step
this
up to
route
the end of the
doesn't
hallway,
go through.
you see that there is a stone bridge ahead of you. And
Sorry, I was only moving forward because I couldn't see what the hallway did, and people kept pointing way up top.
Sure, but even just looking down the hallway, you'd be able
Okay.
to see it. Just give me a moment while I check something in one of the books.
There's not a door. Perfect. Excellent.
Dario's gonna check his wounds, get a little nervous, and move behind a different pillar.
And the gong was like right here in the middle, right?
Okay. All
The
right.
gong's
So,
by the water.
It's over here. Okay.
Just
didn't
yeah.
see it
So
big.
you're gonna. All right. So when you peek through there, you see a stone bridge, and actually some stone steps leading up to a bridge that crosses another one of these canals. So it appears that the canal maybe does a big lazy loop around here, although the water is seeming to move from north into the southern and then out the way you all came in, which would be to the southeast. So here you see a set of stairs that leads up to a small bridge. The stone bridge crosses the canal 15 feet above the water level. Steps on the south side climb up to the bridge, and that leads to a set of stone double doors. I don't know.
I definitely would not have been able to see that.
Yeah.
Dario can explain it where he's standing. He can see it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of light from
I would have
the
been up here as
lantern.
well.
Plus, you have your
I
flame.
can
You
kind of make stuff
you
out.
would probably notice that there is a symbol painted on the door, and yeah, you'll probably need to get closer to see any details.
Cool.
Oskar will look from his pillar and go, so we've barricaded the most likely direction anyone else will come from. Something ate the elk. Do we want to bother with 2 more animals before we ring a bell, or do we just want to ring a bell and see what happens?
I can pull 2 animals real fast.
Start moving over towards the
Gong.
gong.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna draw 2 of them. So 1.
Okay,
Make another elk.
That's another elk.
it is.
It's a bag of elks.
Where
you
did
gonna roll
get a
another?
bag?
Yeah, and so
And
the last
5
one
is
is
a panther. All right.
nice.
So, let's pull that out. So here's your giant elk. Bloop.
Is there a sconce or somewhere around here that I can set my torch so that I can like tighten my shield up and fight normally and not hold it? Or
Elphaba, you're
I
back.
mean, you could probably set it somewhere on the ground. There's no sconces by the water edge.
okay.
This
I'll
right
just-
here is one of the torches.
It's one of the ever burning ones, right?
Yeah. So, but it's already mounted onto the pillar in the middle of the room there.
Can I pull that one out and just set an actual burning torch in it and leave the ever burning one like there on the ground? Because it's not going to go out.
Sure.
Cool. I'll drop a torchy on it.
And then well, you're Elphaba. Hey guys, what should we call the panther? Anyone got any good names?
Where did you get a panther?
From the big.
From his bag of tricks. Where else?
What would you even name a panther? What, like Bagheera? That's ridiculous.
You want to find a token for me?
Oh yeah, let me find one real quick.
Can everyone see Torchy there? Because I just see the word Torchy where I dropped Torchy.
I don't see Torchy.
I don't see the words Torchy either. I see a
Oh,
torch.
Torchy.
Yeah, I see a
I just
torch
drew
right
one
next to Dario.
Okay, I'm going to try to reload stuff.
So there's currently an elk and a panther while Nico looks for the token. Dario's not feeling great after that attack.
Not perfect, but
Okay, I just put one in. It's not the best, but it'll do.
He has a greater healing potion now, plus whatever healing potions he had before. He's fine.
Oh, it's got all the Roll20 garbage on there though.
Oh, god damn.
That'll show up.
Here, this one will work.
Wonder if I can find one.
It's a hexagon instead.
it's a panther with a knife.
I can give you this panther token.
That's a giant panther.
That's a slightly different.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
oh wait, that's a different. Yeah, it's a different game.
I just saw the size of the circle. I couldn't see anything else because it was on the other side of the pillar. I just thought it was a huge. panther.
Oh, here you go. I'll show you here. There you go. That's a
Oh, I
different
want one of those.
different game altogether there.
What just came out of that bag? It's got a really angry looking cat.
That's funny. All right, I'll use that for now. But that's like, that's a what do you call it?
Crossover.
It's a
Easter egg.
It's
tobacco.
a thing.
It's a tobacco.
Stuff. Oh yeah, that one's a tobacco.
Oh yeah.
Here we could do this. We could do this panther.
There we go. Makes sense to me.
You know,
It's a ranged attack on that
big
thing.
old tank.
This is the best bag ever.
Here's one. What's the
didn't think
size of a panther? Is it large or is it medium?
Medium.
medium.
I'm not sure. I
It
can
is
pull that up real
medium.
quick.
All right, so
Okay.
here's your panther for the time being, and we'll just put a little blue dot on it so everybody can see it.
Big angry cat.
So, all right, so you pull out these two fuzzy balls from your gray pouch, throw them on the floor. What would you like to do next, y'all?
I guess the plan was to what? Ring the gong?
I'm gonna look around and see if everybody's ready.
I
I think
feel
it may be time.
as ready as I can be.
Okay. Holg is gonna take his shield and just bash it into the gong as loudly as possible.
Okay.
Actually, it's this arm, so.
And I'm gonna tell the panther to go to the top of hide over by the boxes to attack from there.
Okay.
So the gong is like right over here.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
All right. This is going to get interesting. All right. So, you ring the gong. Okay. Let me make sure I know I got this right. All right.
Anyone else suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
In the seconds of silence that follow the loud ringing, Holg is just smiling.
I am a genius.
Okay.
I am terrified.
Alrighty. So, you sound the gong. You wait. At first, nothing happens. How long are you? What are you gonna do?
I look around at everybody else. If nobody says anything, I smack the gong again.
Okay. So after a little less than half a minute goes, you see something surfacing up out of the water. You see the head, essentially, of a giant turtle.
Well, that's not so bad.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Oh, that's a very big boy.
I'm gonna step back a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
it eyes the group of you.
I'm gonna try to whisper.
Grow. We may want to move it out of the water.
Alphabet, back up.
I'm just keep edging backwards.
If they back up, Oscar's gonna run over to this pillar instead. What are you guys doing?
Trust me, I'm a genius.
Dario's gonna scoot back too. This is bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Does it look
Oscar-
like is it moving up onto the land?
Os-
I mean,
Oscar will
it's inching closer towards the edge of the quay.
Oscar will stick his head from around the pillar and go, hello, turtle? Are you a thinking turtle or a normal dumb turtle? Or like everything else in here, do you not speak common?
Oh dear.
If it starts to move out of the water, I would like to rage. I assume at this point the longsword is like a beam of. It's basically a lightsaber.
It's definitely glowing light. Yeah, it's lit up quite well right now.
Sweet.
Does anyone know how hard it is to kill a turtle? Has it answered me at all, or does it just look at me like everything else has? Make any noise in any language? Or is it a turtle?
It seems like it's contemplating you, but not answering you.
So, are you a member of the cult too, then? Because we sure are. Bit of an emergency. Lots of people dead in here. Ring the gong in case of emergencies, right?
It makes this guttural sound that could be language, but it's hard to say.
Yes. Exactly.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
I do.
It says in Draconic after it says that, and there's no responses. It says, "Show me the sign."
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Is that how you do it?
The water one. That's the water one, right? Let me check my notes. I wish that Oscar knows the water
Okay,
one at this
it's
point.
like this.
Oscar did it like 2 hours or like
Okay.
20 minutes ago.
You cross two fingers like this. Yeah.
Us as players haven't done it for 2 weeks.
No.
So it just kind of like, it just breathes like, there's like a little bit of steam and whatever spray comes out of its nostrils. Why did you summon me?
Well, so something's been going on. We keep running into dead bodies, and we can't figure it out. So we thought we'd ask if there's any news under the water. All in Draconic.
No news.
Has anything gotten into the lake?
I just ate something I do not recognize, but it disappeared.
Well, maybe that's our problem. You probably solved our problem. We appreciate that greatly. So-
Anything else?
No, I guess the problem is solved. I will just go put in a report.
Again, it blows like air out of its nostrils and then submerges back under the water.
I just want to point out that there's a copy of the thing that it just ate sitting right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I hadn't even thought about that.
Let's regroup in the adjacent room, shall we? And I am going to duck into this room up here.
You both wait here with the torch.
Okay, the water's very bad. But if
Once
we
it-
could kill that thing, that would be like the best trophy, right, Oscar?
That was bigger than expected. Let's hold off on this one for now.
Your
Well-
sword is no longer glowing, Holg.
Okay. So I think this is a turtle detector.
Okay. Okay.
So we can stay away from the
It's
turtle.
a turtle-seeking sword. That's got to be what it is.
Who would have made a sword to seek? You know what? Never mind.
I
The
mean,
water cult. Whoever.
if you lived near this thing, would you want to know when it was coming around?
I will accept that. All right. Well, makes sense. So, in agreement to skip the turtle and just go.
For now, I don't want to mess with that. Not yet.
Yeah.
I was expecting smaller, like an octopus or something. I feel like even a large octopus would be okay, but a large turtle, not what I had in mind.
You've no. Now that you think of it, turtles generally don't talk.
Well,
It's probably something more than a. In fact, I would imagine at least Dario would be like, I don't think that was a turtle.
What type of roll would it be to figure out what that was?
I would accept history, probably nature, or arcana. Any of those would probably be appropriate to see if you can jog your memory.
I don't have skill in any of those, but I kind of want to roll them anyway.
I would imagine that Kron has no idea what it is.
Hey,
And
if it
probably,
looks like a turtle,
I would think neither Holg nor Kron would really have any chance of knowing what it is.
Okay.
I'm
hey,
well educated. I at least sat in the room while talking about mythic creatures. Maybe something from my lessons will ring a bell. A 19?
Yeah, I would imagine that Oscar's probably, he's the adventuring type. I would imagine he's probably heard of course, everyone's heard of dragons. You've probably heard one or two tales of the legendary dragon turtles. It was
Yeah.
speaking Draconic to you. I'd imagine that would strike a memory out of your, drunken studies.
So, a dragon turtle is a thing. It's like a dragon and a turtle, and we don't want to get in a fight with it if I'm remembering my lessons.
One thing you probably
It
would
sounds like
recall is that dragon turtle, like real dragon turtles, well, no, not real. I shouldn't say it that way. But you would probably know that dragon turtles are generally ginormous, like really freaking big.
And this one was smaller, though.
You're kind of surprised to find it in this small of an area. Maybe. It might strike you as odd.
It was like a baby dragon turtle.
It seemed
It was a baby.
younger than you might have imagined, or smaller than you might have imagined, or that tales might have told.
Yeah, so they're usually like
The size
chip
of an
size.
island. Yeah, exactly.
Or island sized. Oh, I heard there's one off Cholt that you have to pay it or they sink you.
It's interesting. I wonder what's keeping it here.
They probably pay it.
What do you
Maybe
think they pay it with?
I don't know. They said there's treasure in the lake. Maybe that's what they've been paying it.
What do turtles eat?
Anything they want to. They're
What do dragons eat?
also anything they want to.
That is fair.
Of course
I
it's
wonder
fair.
if we could convince it to leave, because it will get too big for this lake soon.
You want to try and trick it to leave.
Not trick it, convince it.
You want to risk getting in a fight with it if I say the...
Well, I don't want to fight it, but I don't
Well, then
want...
let's just leave it behind.
Well, I meant later. I
I
want to go
kinda
down to
wanna
the bottom
fight
of the
it later.
lake. Holg, you want to fight everything.
Well, yeah.
Can't say I blame you, sometimes I do too.
What is the matter with you two?
Have you not seen where we were raised?
That still doesn't really answer the question so much as... I don't.
Well, Udgar taught us to fight, but Grathen taught us to be angry.
Okay.
We like being angry.
Okay.
Man, I
So-
hated Grathen.
And he hated everyone.
Let's...
Yeah, but
two. Let's put a pin in this. Holg, why don't you just write it down in your little notebook? And we'll circle back. Huh?
Okay, so we're gonna go through the tables now.
Yeah, we're gonna climb over the tables. It's fine. I'm sure we won't have to go running that direction anymore. So.
How long would you
we
have
can move the tables again.
had this conversation over the course of?
Oh, however long that was. Probably 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, keep going forward since no one else showed up, or maybe we're going to open this door and it's full of people.
Walk back out.
We are going to head out
Oh,
and
my.
go to the stone door.
All right.
Do we
Are
want to
you
move the tables?
moving the tables?
Yeah, we might
Kron
as
will
well.
at least move this back one. Create a little opening.
Did we cover the front too in oil, or did we?
No,
not?
we did not. No reason.
Okay, then yeah.
All right. So you drag him back out of the way.
Yep.
All right, when you move into this area, one thing you notice is you hear the sounds of water akin to like a waterfall, probably. And you would notice that about 30 feet, 20 to 30 feet from these double doors across the way, there are these culverts where water seems to be pouring down from and into the canal that's going left to the right.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, these
Check
guys
out the door.
really love water. Like, I knew they liked water, but they really love water.
Yeah, well,
I don't
it's
understand.
wet.
It's
You
not like
realize- When we were at the Earth Cult, they cleaned everything. It was spotless. They got rid of their... Here, they cover everything in water. Very weird. Dario, let's look at this
Yeah.
door. We will walk up and investigate the door.
When you walk up onto the bridge, you can see very clearly that it is marked with a painting of the symbol of the water cult. Once again, I will just show you what that looks like as a reminder. You have seen... Where are they?
I bet there are leaders in here.
Bet we'll find out.
There we go.
You don't think that the big
That's
dragon
what it
thing
looks
was
like.
the leader?
I hope the big dragon. Well, no, it couldn't be. There's.
No, seemed too grumpy for that.
I said his name was Gar. Not a fish. I'll ask him when I get there.
It was Shatter Spear. And I think that thing could shatter some spears.
Could be.
It was
Guess
Shatter Keel, Holg. You gotta work on that memory.
Well, that'll work too. That would shatter some keels.
Actually, sounding more and more like it is the turtle. It's a door. I don't just want to push open the door. Can I give it a good
Give it a good what?
look it over, investigate it, make sure it's not going to blow up on me or something?
Absolutely. Let's see that investigation roll.
Seems like a door.
Hey, it's a stone door. It is slightly different than the others in that it's a double door, so it's like it's hinged on the sides rather than down the middle like all the other doors have been.
Is it like a huge door? Like, is it taller than a normal door?
No, it's not necessarily any bigger. It just seems again, it's just a double door. Where the others have all been single doors.
Well, guess we'll see if it's locked. And I will try and push it open.
Okay.
Slowly. Not, like, crazily.
No worries. I'm going to check something. And the door
Kron's
will
gonna
swing open.
drink his potion, the one potion of healing he has before we go in.
Sure. You're saying Kron's going to drink it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2d4 plus 2. Okay. So let's see. So Oskar pushes the door. The door.
I still look like a priest, just in case there's someone on the
Oh.
other side.
And I'll have also called the panther. I'll leave the elk, but I'm gonna call the panther over.
Where's the? Oh yeah, put the panther where you want it. There you go. Oh wait, I have to hold that thought. Let me make sure you have all. Do you all have access to move it around? You should.
I do. I don't know about everyone
Okay,
else,
good.
but
good.
I do.
It should be for all characters. All right, so it's standing on the bridge with you.
Yeah.
Okay, you push the door open. It is unlocked, and there is a. Let's see. There is a really loud sound,
Wonderful.
and I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw as
Damn it.
a 20-foot radius explosion of thunder emanates from the door, reverberates through the entire lower temple here, just rings through the canals. And everybody give me that sweet dexterity saving throw.
Is this something that we can see or no? Is it
Um,
an effect
unfortunately, Oscar's investigation was not sufficient to notice the glyph of warding that was set on the door. And as soon as he tried to open it without
mean, would
making
it-
the appropriate
And it was thunder, not like
Thunder
a
damage.
burst of fire or something like that.
Nope,
So
it's
we
thunder
wouldn't have been able to
damage.
see it.
That's just like
Oh,
a
yeah,
shock wave of sound.
Yeah.
So, all right, here
Mine
we
was a
go. Let's see
12,
how this
not
goes.
14.
Well, that's pretty bad. It could have been worse, but that's pretty bad. That's 22 thunder damage to anyone in that didn't make it. Did somebody roll for?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we've
about
all-
to do the panther.
I got-
All right, so with the
15 is Oscar.
okay, so
11
Oscar
Dario.
is the only one that saved.
And the panther saves.
Oh yes, the Panther. So Oscar and the Panther will take 11. Everyone else takes 22. Dario's doing really
Dario goes
bad, guys.
Flying across the bridge.
His ears are bleeding.
His mouth is bleeding. His nose is bleeding.
Is he unconscious?
No,
He
he
has
is
one hit
conscious,
point.
but he don't look that good.
I gave you that potion for a reason.
It crumpled up in a mass.
So,
Ow.
suffice to say, the door opens in front of you, and you hear chuckling from across the way over here. You see, standing in front of you, there's a small... The doors open up into what seems to be some kind of large chamber, but it's almost like it's sectioned into two spaces, maybe, because there's a area in front of you that goes in about 30 feet beyond this small corridor in front of the double doors, or inside the double doors, I should say. There are, what you can see right now currently are 3 lizard folk standing there in front of you, and they're just grinning at you. They each have like javelins in their hand. They have spiked shields. They're pretty much this. They appear to be very similar to the ones you dealt with in the other room earlier. And across the way, probably, well, there's a little bit of light in here, so yeah, you all could see. There seems to be someone standing next to this flat altar across the way. But it's across like a 20-foot long, 10-foot wide. Seems to be like another bridge over more of this canal work or water or something.
Over troubled waters.
Exactly. The dark water.
Ow!
And he just chuckles as the door swings open, and he hears there's still like a little bit of reverberation from the thunder.
It was unpleasant.
It was less than ideal.
Ow.
Just to see if they buy it, I'm gonna look up and go, I forgot that was there.
Your tricks might have fooled the other idiots I have working for me, but they're not gonna work on me.
So, you're Gar, I take it?
That I am. Who are you?
Isn't that a type of fish?
I do believe it's a type of
is.
fish.
So what of it?
Not a particularly good fish either, from what I remember.
What kind? Are they like ugly fat fish, or are they lean fighting fish?
I think they're thin, but they're small.
Oh, so nothing like him at all. Apologies. The name is Oskar de la Muerto, and just making our way from cult to cult to see which of you is actually Just the fire cult put up a better fight than them, didn't they?
Oh, actually, Gar are pretty large.
As you start talking, I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding to pull out the collar from Frederick the Hellhound.
I would like to say that Dario would certainly drink that potion.
Oh yeah,
So-
as long as there's enough delay in interaction, he's going to be drinking the potion.
I mean, yeah, I would imagine he'd do it immediately. So, somebody want to
Okay.
roll? Want to roll 44 plus 4?
On
And
it.
apply that to his HP.
Apata!
Ugh, that could have been better.
Ouch.
So 12.
So, Gar, we've been talking to the different cults so far. What was that lady's name? Holg, you became such good friends with her before we killed her. You know, the one with the mask.
Oh. And I've thrown the Hellhound collar with the fire symbol thing over to Oskar.
Yeah. And her name, what was her name? Yeah, Oskar may or may not actually remember.
I
Ellen,
have it.
Helen Ray.
Yes.
Helen Ray.
Yeah. So,
Helen Ray, she was much better to look at than you. That I will say. Oh, and the Featherheads. The Featherheads are a favorite of mine. Stiff folks, but if you can get them to smile, they let their guard down pretty quick. So Gar, you were telling me this is the water one, right?
yes. We serve the Dark Tide. I am her prophet, and you are troublesome. Tell me why I shouldn't drown you all.
Is the Dark Tide the dragon turtle?
No.
I don't know why that's funny. Like,
Bronze Fume is not the Dark Tide.
Well,
Bronze Fume's power pales in comparison.
So Oscar's going to step up and say, "You want to hear why you shouldn't kill us?" It's quite simple, really. I mean, we have traveled from cult to cult. We've made friends. We've made enemies. We found ourselves in a very interesting position. You see, you cults don't seem to get along very well, or at least don't get along very well after we arrive. We first found our way into the Earth cult, tried to be friends, but they really didn't want to be friends, and so we had no choice but to kill them all. That was unpleasant, but unnecessary evil. The bullets, I must say, people with bullets are worth keeping your eyes on. Now, when it comes to the Featherheads in that tower there, it's always best to start at the top. Because when you start at the top and work your way down, the underlings really don't know what to do. Because when it really comes down to it,
The Black Earth and the Howling Hatred are of no concern to me.
good, because
And
they're dead, and you've listened to me tell a story for
what are the last ones? Yeah. And we will wipe the eternal flame from the face of the earth. The great title, what does he say? Hang on. Hold on. I gotta check something. I had something in mind, but I forgot. Any notes? Oh, crap. Where is it? Dang it. Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay, so he basically says, after he says that, we'll wipe the eternal flame from the face there. He's like, there. See, the errors of this world will be mended when the coming flood washes away all who are unworthy. So I ask you again, why shouldn't I drown you?
So he did listen to my oration full minute, correct? I had a timer going. I did talk for a minute.
Yeah. He kind of kept interrupting you, so it doesn't say. It
was
be
uninterrupted.
Oh, was it?
I set a timer before I started the story.
Yeah, no, fine.
So I would like, if you would permit.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So he's got to make a wisdom save.
Him and the 3 directly in front of me, so not the 2 on the wings.
Okay.
So not this one and this one.
Well, they're probably screwed. So 15 succeeds, or do you have a 16 DC?
I'm a 15, so one.
Okay, so let's say the one right in front of you succeeds, but the other 2 are totally lost. And as far as Gar, let's see here. I didn't mean to whisper that. He got a 22. Sorry. So he succeeds.
Damn.
He does not seem to be bothered by your. Why isn't it? Oh, I see. I have to set that up. Dang it.
So those 2 have no hint that I tried to charm it, but the 2 that I charmed will hinder people that try and hurt us until right.
They'll do. Wait. Say that again.
The target idolizes you. So essentially, my story enamored 2 of those lizard folk.
If it succeeds, it has no hint that you tried to charm it. Okay.
Correct. So
All
the
right.
2 that failed now idolize.
Right.
And they actually try to stop anyone that's trying to hurt him.
They hinder
Yeah.
anyone that opposes me, but it will not come to violence.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So far they're just listening along. Now they're. Wait a minute. Do they have to understand your?
Usually,
this is so stupid again with the languages.
Oh
They
wait, are they
understand common.
humanoids?
I'm so done with this crap. Everyone from now on, everyone understands common. I don't want to keep thinking about whether or not they understand each other. It's so stupid. I can't believe they didn't figure that out in this adventure. Anyhow, tirade is over.
So the spell only specifies humanoids within 60 feet who watched and listened to all.
Yeah, perfect.
So
So even if they don't understand you, just the way you're dazzling them with your tricky hands and fingers and eyebrows and so forth.
Yeah, because it looks like normally it's the way it's written is it's normally your bard performance, which is a singing, dancing, playing a song, stuff like that.
Yeah. So
but for you, it's oratory. So.
So realizing that Gar didn't bite on that bait, I'll take one more step backwards from where I was.
So I have to. So I wasn't paying attention to the time that passed, but like somewhere in that time, somebody would have opened the door. There's a door over here to the side, and so someone would come through and ask. Well, we can say it's at the end of that performance or at this moment. The door opens. They say, and they ask if everything is. He says, the door opens and someone pokes their head through and says, "Is everything all right, Prophet? Do you need our assistance?" And Gar looks over at them, kind of scoffs. "Well, that depends." And he looks back at you pointedly.
So, if Oskar is stepping back, Holg will step forward and say,
Because that would be rude. You don't just drown guests.
Obviously.
Guests? I didn't invite you here. In fact, quite the opposite. You are here entirely uninvited, and it would seem you've been causing trouble all over the Desert Valley, as you say, with the other... He wouldn't call them cults. He would say with the other... with the other believers. I don't care much what happens to them, but I do care what happens to the crushing wave.
So perhaps an accord is in order then. Because quite frankly, the entire front of the house is out.
Is what?
Cleaned out. They're gone. I'd say the crushing wave's in a bit of a tight spot right.
The tide is receding.
Ooh, clever. So in our mind, it's better if... I think I saw some bullets up north. I think that we should just go take care of maybe those earth cult fellows or something. There's only a couple stragglers remaining. It should be easy to finish.
Be my guest. As I said, I have no concern with the black earth, the howling hatred, or the eternal flame. My only concern is with returning my master, the crushing wave, to her rightful place.
All right, noted. But that's going to be really hard to... Gates were left unlocked.
Well, if you take the other 3 out of my way, it will just make my task that much easier. Why would I object to that?
Because you're down to 5 lizard... And quite frankly, most of these, they didn't put up much of a fight. I think we killed quite a few in their sleep, didn't we? Or was that the other room? Hard to keep track. You all look the same. I think you're going to have more trouble than you think you. I think you should just leave the valley. I think that's fair, don't you?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, any other thoughts, crew?
At this point, a few of these individuals have sort of stepped into the room.
Yes, they all looked just like that. The ogres were fun.
I'll turn to Oskar and just go,
Do you have more questions?
You know, I think at this point there's only one more set of questions that should be asked. I'll turn around, but one second.
Dario, do you want to start the fun?
Well,
How loud does Kron say that?
Fairly quietly, because he turns around.
Okay.
In
That's
fact,
fair.
he'll have said it while he was here. That makes
Sure,
more sense.
that's
for him.
fine.
I'll turn and say, anyone else have any questions, or should we just... And Dario will go, okay. And blast a double Eldritch Blast at the boss.
All right, everybody's ready. So if you're going to attack, we're going to roll initiative because this is definitely not a surprise round. So if Dario is going to start casting, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. What do you think, guys?
Yeah. We were all waiting for it. We were all getting ready.
yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
think
god,
there
I can't believe I didn't explain any of this. So let me step back a moment because this is actually, I think, interesting. It's not going to change anything. I just really was looking forward to the reveal and I totally forgot. So one of the things that you would note about Gar is that he appears to be missing one arm, and it is actually like a crab's claw. So he's
Oh.
covered in barnacles. He's kind of got like bluish skin. And let me see if I can find a good picture for you. Give me a moment, and then we'll get the initiative going. In fact, you all start rolling initiative while I look for that.
That is awesome.
Well, Oscar's on the ball.
They need a better way to organize all the pictures. you know?
Dario is not.
I have 3 one-liners I want to use.
I mean, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Man. This is just perfect.
Here we go. Okay, this is not exactly what he looks like, but here's an idea of what he might look like.
Oh shit.
So, you did see others riding the shark, so you can imagine he might be able to do similar. So he's got this really strange-looking mechanical claw, and he also has a trident, and that's he is holding a trident in one hand. He's covered in barnacles, and so that's kind of what he looks like. That being said, I gotta roll some initiatives here for all these folks.
That is awesome.
And I'm gonna put a image on these 2 lizard folk because they're your friends right now.
Until we actually shoot.
Oh,
if any
does
of them act before us, those 2 might try to stop them. No, please don't hurt him.
Actually, it looks like those 2, even if we attack their friends, aren't gonna do anything. The way enthralling performance is written.
At the very end, if you attack it, or if it witnesses you attacking ally.
Oh,
All right, so
you're right.
oh boy. All right, so it's on. So here we go. Let me give you a better view of the room there, and I guess there's one last thing to do, and that's just get some combat music going. So, all right, Oskar, you've been leading this charge, and it's your move. You hear you hear Dario begin his incantation behind you.
All right. So, I'll turn to Holg and say, I guess there's only one last set of questions to ask. Holg, go ahead and ask them. And I'm going to turn around and put out both my hands and blast a hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Centered.
I'm gonna say it's been more than 10 minutes, so the bardic inspiration you had given to Holg to Kron is.
Oh yeah, no, I already.
Oh yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
So as I turn with both my hands extended, my very presence is actually going to alter as well.
And
so as I
casting...
turn, I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Whoa,
but
nice.
as my bonus action, as a free action, because it doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
Sure.
Let me pull out a cube for you. Here's the spell cube. It's 30 feet.
Yes. So turning this on does not cost an action. So I'm going to turn and put on my Mantle of Majesty as I turn. So as I turn, I'm going to take on just
Where do you want to put it?
Up here.
Like something like this?
Yep. Over one.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to get Gar in that as well.
Yeah, you can. I would say you can get them all.
And then I'm also going to turn on my Mantle. Turn, which lets me cast.
So that's an action.
Action.
Glowing stick of instant. Concentration of a minute. All right, you're concentrating, so put an image on you to remind you you're concentrating. You create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air, blah, blah, blah. The pattern appears for vanishes each creature in the area. So it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. Okay. All right, sweet. So that might give you a little extra time here. I'm going to go left to right. So first I will do these 3 cultists. 1, 2, 3. A 4, a 9, and a 1. They all fail. Let's do the priest next. Slightly better chance. He does not. And how about Gar?
Come on, Gar, suck! Yes!
Okay, Gar is going to use a legendary action and resist.
Fine.
I should say legendary resistance. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. Well, anyway.
He's only got 1 left!
So, all right. So the other 3 are all charmed, though. So let's put them with. Let's put a circle around their heart.
4.
Oh, yeah, they're 4. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Alrighty, that's action. You have movement and bonus action if you want.
Yeah, I realized that I had been abusing the ability to cast command as a bonus action because it does say cast, which means I have to do it like a spell. Because the rules of spells, I can't use my bonus action to cast command right now.
Okay.
Because I used my standard action to do a level.
Okay, standard action was your bonus action to do your mantle of...
It's a free action to turn it on.
Okay. Got it.
And a bonus action to use command, but I can't.
Okay, so are you going to move into the room or are you going to stand in the hallway?
I'm going to go the other direction. It's just filling you in on what was happening.
Alrighty.
And that I abused that when we wiped out the whatevers.
All right.
The,
go ahead.
That's it. I'll put a hand on Kron and give him another bardic inspiration and say, in case the good vibes wore off, Kron, you got it.
All right. So this other priest walks in and turns to Gar. Says, "What's happening? They're attacking!" And he is going to cast Sleet Storm right here in front of you all. So he's going to be concentrating on that. And I like that one for concentrating. That's a good idea. We'll use that. So thank you for that suggestion. So Sleet Storm is basically there is a 20-foot tall cylinder and 40-foot radius, which is really big. But he's basically shoving it down into the corridor where you all are. And the area is heavily obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused. So the torches go out.
Okay.
The eternal flame torches go out for a moment, but then they just come back to life. The actual torches you had lit would go out.
Okay, yeah, I figured they were out from the troll already.
And it is a cylinder, so I need to get this one out. And we're going, it's, goodness gracious though, 40-foot radius? Holy moly, that's huge. Is that right? Let's see, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, that's too big. Needs to come down by 2. I think that's right. 10, 20, 30, 40, nope, 5 more feet. 10, 20, 30, 40 is still a teeny bit too big. There we go, that's 40 feet. Okay, so he basically did like... that you can see, hold on, let me make sure it's... the area, point you choose within... centered on a point you choose within range. Yeah, so he just centers it somewhere behind, well behind you all. And So it is going to be difficult terrain. You got to make a dexterity saving throw, or you're going to fall prone. And that's it for the priest. Holg, it is your turn.
So I need to make a concentration save, then, because that last line, creature is concentrating in spell's area, it must make a successful Constitution saving throw against your spell DC or
good
lose
call.
concentration.
Thank you for checking that. So that's Constitution save.
Okay.
DC 10, of course. Ooh, just barely. Oskar gets distracted. There's like this shiver runs down your spine, and then you manage to keep going. And
okay.
Well
so
done.
for reference, my Mantle of Majesty is not on. It says concentrate as if it were a spell. So I just didn't turn it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you for that. I appreciate all that. All right. Holg, it is on you, my friend.
Dex save.
Dexterity save was failed. You fall prone.
It's a 15 because I can see the effect.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So I get.
So you're fine.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Danger
their
sense.
Oh, I should know what the DC is. I think it's only a 12, but let me just double check. Oh, it's a 13. So you made it.
Okay. I will use only the first 10 feet is difficult terrain.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll use 20 feet of movement to get there, and then I'll use 10 more to get into combat with this guy.
Sure.
I will bonus action rage, and I will say before I make my first longsword attack.
You lizards need to learn. You should be a lot more scared of me than I am of you.
And then I'll reckless.
Nice.
And that's a 25.
Good thing you did reckless. That'll hit.
And that's 13 damage.
Okay, it's still standing.
Alright, second one. That's a 14 to hit.
That strikes off of its spiked shield and is unfortunately not effective.
Alright, cool.
That's
all I got.
Did you start raging or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
make sure you put a dot on there. So that's bonus action movement. You probably have a tiny bit movement left if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll move up to... I have 10 more feet, so can I
you
move
could slide around
him?
if you wanted. Okay,
Yeah, I'll do
perfect.
that.
Good deal. All right, the lizard folk are up. So now these two are not going to fight you, right?
It depends on if that spell is me attacking. So if you see a hypnotic pattern as an attack, then fix the charm. Otherwise, they just like me. But that doesn't stop them from going after Holg or any of my...
Oh, that's a good question. Is it charm and attack?
That's the question.
I don't know. But what happens once
Either way's fine. They can attack. They can attack Holg without any...
What happens when they see Holg attacking?
Nothing. He doesn't. It doesn't. It says
It's only
if
when they
it
see
witnesses
you.
you attacking, me attacking or damaging any of its allies happen. Then
They'll still attack me.
they'll still attack Holg, no problem. But it's the question of if my spell is an attack, if that other charm is an attack, then it's broken. Up to you.
But whether it's broken or not,
Whether it's broken or not, they're probably going to
still
go
able
after
to hit me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see. Thanks. I just had to read through it. All right. Spectacular. All right. So they're up. I'm going to say, like, first and foremost, this first one is going to attack Holg. It's got advantage on these attacks. It is going to... It's going to try to club you and... No, actually, it probably has a javelin in its hand. It's going to try to stick you with its javelin, and then it's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
And again, both of those were advantage. So the 21 hits, so you take 6 piercing from the javelin, and the bite is a miss as it snaps right alongside your neck and throat, but it misses. The other two that are going to move into try to help their commander out. Let me see how much movement they have. Yeah, that's what I thought. They got 30 feet. So this one is going to go to here. And this one is going to go to there. And they would have had advantage either way, but now they're surrounding you, so they, again, have advantage. And they're basically going to do the same thing. One of them is going to attack with a club and a bite. The other one's going to attack with a javelin and a bite.
Well, a crit will hit my AC, so
Oh,
the two
goodness.
different ones.
So the 15 misses. You take 7 piercing from the bite as you dodge one way from the club, and it was expecting you to do that, and it's just waiting with its jaws open, and it just pierces around your shoulder and neck, and you pull away, and it rips a little extra flesh off as you yank yourself away from it. The 21 also hits you, I believe, for another 8 piercing and 3 piercing from its bite. So it probably just like grabbed onto your arm or something with its teeth, and not more of a glancing blow. Since you're raging, of course, that is all halved. That is it for these lizard folk. The other two are just standing there staring at Oskar and go, "Where did he go?" All right, so now it is Gar's turn, and he is going to do something fun, I think. Let me see. Yeah, he's going to cast a spell. So he kind of looks out at you all and says, "I warned you." And yeah, I was going to say that. So he is going to cast Ice Storm. Now, Ice Storm is similarly... Oh, it doesn't give all the information. Dang it. All right, I need you all... Everyone except Holg is going to need to make a DC 14 Dex save. As ice, stones, and pounding rock, sleet, and the like come smashing down around you all. Here, I should have done it this way, maybe? That's the one I wanted. Okay, there we go. So, this hail of rock, again, this one's only a 20-foot radius, but essentially it's in the same area. He just, puts it over you all. Hail of rock, hard ice, just comes pounding down on you all. You are going to make some DC 14 saving throw, as I mentioned. Otherwise, you're taking 3 bludgeoning and 11 cold. Okay, Oskar dances out of the way.
Oskar passes.
That was awesome.
Dario's going to...
So, and again, everything in there is
inspiration.
already difficult terrain, so it doesn't really change that.
To fail! Alright, yay, Dario.
You said he was using his inspiration? Oh, but you did
Yeah.
a full separate roll instead of just using the other one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I already knew that
All right,
one
so
passed.
Kron, did you want to use your inspiration? I think you had inspiration as well.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let
You
me
can
re-roll
that.
that one.
Sure. All right,
Ha!
there you go. All right, you're still all going to take half damage.
But yeah. Okay, that's good.
So,
well, I still take the 11.
you're not raging yet, right?
Oh, I take the
So you take 1 point
okay.
of bludgeoning and 5 points
And
of
5,
cold.
yeah.
So total 6. Same for
That's nice.
Oskar takes 6. And did Dario succeed or no?
No, he failed. He's also
oh, dear.
unconscious.
Oh dear, that's not good. All right.
Shit.
Oh boy. So that's it for Gar. He's just standing his ground there apparently. Now the cultists. 3 of them
also
are
killed
totally
the panther.
enthralled.
Oh, yeah,
the panther.
Panther's
Yeah.
dead.
Do you want? What do you want the
Panther's
panther
dead
to
no
do?
matter what, just straight up.
Yeah, no matter what.
Oh, sorry. All right.
That's all right.
All right. So one cultist comes running in the room. I am gonna give him a perception check to see if he notices the others are like standing there lolling their tongues. And I'm gonna use your DC. He doesn't notice, so he goes running in and basically looks around and is just like, "What's happening?" And he looks to Gar for guidance. That's all he's gonna do this round. Kron, it is your turn, my friend.
My token went somewhere. I'm not sure where.
That's okay. We'll just drag another one out for you.
Okay. I was moving the panther out, and
I don't remember
think
where
I
you
took
were
myself
though,
as
so
well.
You just grabbed both. I grabbed it back.
Oh, thank you. He is there, and I need the torch so I can actually see, and I got that. Okay. So I need to start by making a deck save again.
Yep. Dex save from the sleet storm.
Or at least that one's a 20. Okay. So now, was I there? I'm gonna turn to Oskar.
Why is it
You
a
got
20?
him. Because danger sense.
Oh, okay. You, yeah, okay, great.
You got him.
Yeah, we're fine.
Cool. I'm gonna move forward. So 10, 20, 30. I think I can only get here without charging. Which
Yeah, that's 40 feet.
I'll get here and then.
Sure.
Actually, no, this works. No, yes, it does. Because, yep. Cool. We'll make it here and then gonna charge. And I'm gonna use my
Yeah, your goring rush.
Goring Rush on that guy.
Sure.
Does he have advantage on that because the guy is flanked?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you advantage. Why not?
And I'm gonna rage and all that, but I don't have Great Weapon Master.
So a bonus action rage, sure. I'll put the dot on for you.
No, I can't do both of those.
Oh?
It takes a bonus action to use the Goring Rush.
Okay.
I'm
so-
not gonna do that. I'm gonna use the extra movement to step out of it, so I don't have to make another deck save. But
Okay.
I will then rage instead.
Okay, so you use your action to move and rage on your bonus.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Do you want to move into melee with something?
Oh yeah, I can move up.
Raging.
Yeah, I'll move up the full way.
Sure.
I will
okay.
move up to there.
Okay. All right, it is Dario's turn. Do you want to do the death save or shall I?
I'll make a death save.
Roll a 20. Hey, 16 works. That's one success. All right, that's one round. I am willing to play till 11:30. It is the top of the hour, so I just wanted to, and it is the top of the turn order, so I just wanted to check with you all. Should we do another one round? Try to get through it in 30 minutes?
It's fine with me.
Sounds good.
Let's
good.
do it. All right, Oscar, what are you doing?
All right, I have to make a dex save because it is 7.
Oscar falls on his butt,
Okay.
which is convenient because currently Dario is also on the ground.
Yeah, I'll save it. So I will use half my movement to stand back up. I will take the potion out of my pack that I have, pour it down his throat as an action.
Okay. Is greater or standard?
Standard.
Okay.
So that's 2d4.
All right.
Oh.
So he gets 5 hit points back.
Count. Is it? And then I'm going to.
You have movement and bonus action.
I'm going to just step up to there and.
Okay, so you stand up and just move up a little bit.
Because, wait, do I know if runes reset? I'm pretty sure I would know at this point. But I don't. I know that.
They didn't seem to have any trouble when they walked through.
Okay, then I'll close the door.
You're gonna close the door?
Yeah, just so that we can't be seen by the bad guys and shot by stuff while Dario has 5 hit points.
Okay.
I'm gonna reopen it. I'm not leaving you guys.
Wow.
All right.
Oscar's gonna go through.
Um.
I'll be right back. Click.
So.
And I didn't mean to send that mantle. I can't.
What's he gonna do? This is gonna get hairy. All right. So the priest that was holding the sleet storm is going to. I think he's gonna stop concentrating on that. So you won't have difficulty on that next turn. And he is going to
You can also get rid of my box.
move over here
Up there.
in front of. He says, "Fear not, prophet. I will take care of this meddlesome creature." I need Holg to make a wisdom saving throw.
All
I
right.
believe it's wisdom. Let me double check.
Yeah, it says wisdom.
So he's going to attempt to hold person. Oh
I
dear.
am going to use my inspiration.
Yeah, that was a 1 in 20. You
20!
literally rolled That's so epic, dude. Oh my
God.
gosh. That is so
Perfect.
righteous. Do you have inspiration already?
I had it and I just burned it for that.
You just burned it? I'm going to give that one to you for free because that was just so cool, dude. So take that inspiration back.
Oh, sweet.
That was so awesome. All right, so he says, "Yeah, fear not, prophet. I will take care of this meddlesome foe." And he reaches out his hand and he like grasps his hand in the air, and it's almost like you feel these like ethereal fingers grasping around your body, and you just kind of like shrug and chuckle. And his eyes go wide as you just easily shrug off his spell. The other one is still charmed. So now, do they have to maintain sight on? That doesn't matter, right? As long as you're holding concentration, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just a
Just hold
burst that
concentration.
they see.
It's just a burst. So you can get rid of my box if you want to declutter up.
Sure. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's do that. All right. So, So the other one is still apparently out of his mind. Holg, it's your turn.
I will attack the one that is between Kron and I. And
Okay.
while I'm doing so, I will just kind of say to him something that Udgar would say to us while we were in training. And I'll go,
The might of the wolf is the pack. The might of the pack is the wolf.
and I will hit for 8. That's an 18 to hit.
Definitely. Actually, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So it was already wounded. So you just cut it in half at this point.
Cool. I
One
will then
down.
turn to the other one and not reckless this. I will reckless it because I'm flanked anyway. There's no reason not to.
Fair. Well, you
That's a
could
16
move.
hit.
Now, wait a minute. I don't want to get too technical or whatever, but you could shift one way or the other, and it would force them to move around to try to get that.
Ooh, that's true. Okay, then I will not reckless that, and I'll
Yeah.
step here instead.
Okay.
So that's just a 12 to hit, which
12 is
I'm
gonna
fairly
miss.
certain misses.
Yeah. Okay. That is anything else for Holg? That's action.
Nope.
Movement.
That's it for me.
All right. All right. Gar looks at the other one and says, "Pathetic." And then he's going to What's he gonna do? Let me see. Sorry, spellcasters. Okay, interesting. That would be interesting. I think he's gonna do this, which is... yep. Okay, so you watch him sort of like use his clawed hand and his other hand together. He kind of does this motion where he almost looks like he's scooping something up with his palms. He sort of like raises it up towards the ceiling and then pushes forward. And as he does that, the water on either side of the bridge you're standing on like rises up, and then this tidal wave comes crashing forward towards you and Kron. He is going to cast Tidal Wave, and you are both going to make some dexterity saving throws, as well as this fool right here. He apparently doesn't care about these two lizard folk that much. So 10 foot wide, which is obviously the width of that bridge, and about 30 feet long. So it's going to get all three of you. I need a, what's a dex saving? Yeah. Dexterity saving throw. You can see it, so that'll count. All right, so you both are able to avoid some of the damage. You're not going to take... You will not be knocked prone. It is going to do some damage to you, though. Here, let's see here. Let me see here. So that's one there. That's one there. That's one.
Also, that was also a nat 1 followed by a nat 20.
There you go. Yep. You're 1 in 20. It is tonight. Oh my God, that's pathetic damage.
Especially because we each take quarter damage on that.
Lucky buggers. So let's see if this lizard folk can manage his dex save. Oh, he does. How about that? So you all take 4 bludgeoning damage. Pathetic. And you all are able to stand your ground. All right. And that's it for Gar. And it's the cultists. Again, this one... Gar is going to look over and say, "What are those fools doing standing there?" The other cultist is... Yeah, he looks at Gar and looks at these others that are just like gawking, and he's going to reach to the first one and use his action to sort of like shake them out of it.
Did he come in late?
Yeah, he came in.
Yeah, he came in after.
I saw the priest. I didn't see him. Or
yeah.
This priest. I didn't see him.
There were two. There was one priest and one cultist that were still through the door that you all hadn't seen when things started, and they just like as soon as Oskar cast his hypnotic pattern, they walked through on their turn.
Yeah, I just didn't see them walking. That's all.
Okay, that's his action, and he will step over to these two. There you go. All right, Kron, it's your turn.
All right, so Kron is going. Well, it would help if I selected him. He's going to step over here and attack that guy with everything, and he has advantage, so he's not reckless. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit. They have natural armor, and they're also carrying like these spiked shields, so
yeah, so that I swing across and like bounce off the shield. I swung from the wrong side.
Totally. Oh, that one's definitely gonna hit. Yep, that'll do.
34 damage to him.
Good God. Yep. So you just crunch this guy. You swing at him. He like bats the first one away with his shield, and he stands there with his shield out to the side, just like grinning this lizard toothy grin at you. And he doesn't expect it, and you just come back and like teeth shatter and go flying, and you just crush his skull with your backswing attack.
And then we have to watch out for the ones behind us. So yeah, and then Kron's gonna turn around and attack the one directly behind him.
Okay, but you already made 2 attacks, so.
But Great Weapon Master. I
Oh, that's right. You do. You have an extra attack. Go for it. That'll
19.
hit. 19 hits. Yeah, definitely.
I gotta turn off that one. Uh, 23.
So you just spin with the momentum of that hit. You crack one in the skull. The other one is staring down the hall towards Oskar, and you just crush him in the back of the head. And a second crunching sound as that one is taken out as well.
And
all right, Kron. Now you can move if you like.
all of my movement to get up here.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna move the torch with you. Well, no, you dropped the torch on the ground.
Yeah, I would have dropped it. There's also light
fine.
up here.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Actually, something. So, where is it? Drift globe is just a command word. It doesn't say it takes an action or anything. So I'm also gonna just like toss it up because it'll float 5 feet in the air and make it cast the daylight spell, so we can all see very well.
I think making it cast.
I think you need to wait till next turn to do all that.
Okay.
That's a lot
That's
of
fine.
stuff to do in one turn.
Yeah, it just says you can speak its command word, so I wasn't sure, but yeah, that's fine. I can wait.
Perfect.
And like I said, with the torches in the back room, I can see up here just fine.
Rock and roll. All right, that's Kron. Dario is breathing heavily and is like, "What are we doing?"
Look, it's fine. There was a small misunderstanding. I'll just go in there and shoot something, or stab it, or whatever it is you do. So Dario has to stand up, which takes half his movement, which I forgot about, which completely screwed up my plan for his turn. So excuse me while I. Then he will go through the doors. 15 feet there. We're gonna save 5 feet of movement just in case. Gonna blast this one on Holg with 2 Eldritch Blast.
I would imagine, rather than do that, he would probably use his action to change his weapon into a longbow.
So
that seems to be Sam's MO, more so than using his Eldritch Blast. He's more inclined to, because he does way more damage with the longbow.
Right. The only reason I was going to Eldritch Blast is because if he didn't move, he was going to go up, cast his darkness because he's the only one that can see, and then start hacking and slashing. But because he only has 5 hit points, I don't want to stick him next to a bad guy where he's going to go unconscious. So.
Yeah.
That's my conundrum. Oh, he can use his glass pendant.
He's already used that. Oh wait, but you guys slept.
We just took a slep. We are completely full. We've got access to everything.
That's true. So yeah, he could do that.
So okay, so that's the full 50. So that's him standing up and using his movement. The pendant. Use your bonus action to move up to your movement speed and gain another action. So he's going to do that. He will spin the pendant, move up to here. Yes. And then he hasn't used his normal action, and he has an extra action.
Well,
so
but I'm going to override you. Sam is really cautious. He's only got 5
Well, that's why I was going to...
I don't think he would do that.
Do this next turn, and...
I mean, I
The
don't
question
know.
So I
here
was-
is, does he use his action to turn his
More
sword
likely-
into a bow, or does he Eldritch Blast with it?
More
And
likely, what he would do would be to look inside the room and turn one of the lizard folk that are dead on the floor into a ghost.
He can't unless he kills it.
Oh, he has to kill it. I didn't realize that.
Ooh.
Okay.
So what I
then-
was gonna do is hopefully kills this guy,
Yeah.
turns it into a ghost,
I see.
and that it.
If he Hexblade curses something, doesn't he get health back if he kills it?
Yes.
just if it dies, he doesn't even have to kill it.
Ah. Because
Yeah,
he
I
would
think
have
that's right.
mega super turbo advantage.
This is why you need to show up and play your own character.
I know that's true for Hexblade's Curse because that's what Bo has in the other game.
Okay, so his bonus action then is going to be Hexblade's Curse this thing and hope that he kills it to get more health. Wasting an action to make a bow, I don't think he would because he's going to want his sword in order to kill stuff in a second.
I don't know where he gets
Actually,
the
that's a good point.
health
He doesn't
back.
usually switch it in the middle. He'll switch it if he's going to use that weapon the entire time.
Whoops.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, I just sent that to you. Once per short rest is a
That doesn't
bonus
say
action.
anything about a healing though.
Right at the end, and
At
you
the very
regain level.
And
Oh,
you
and you
regain
green if
HP.
it dies. Okay, cool.
All right.
Sweet.
So he's going to curse that thing. So give it a dot for me if it.
Which one is it? This one
This
right here?
one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then he's going to try and kill it with. I mean, Eldritch Blast is his most. That or Magic Missile. That he has to use the wand for.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll just Eldritch Blast it twice.
Sure.
So a 21, and he gets some kind of bonus. for 6 blade.
His damage gets his proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, it's the damage. All right. So a 21 hits. A 14 does not. Hexblade's is Hex something different?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hex is a spell that gives 1d6
Okay.
damage bonus on damage.
All right. So just Hexblade's Curse is up.
So
So
he
this is the. So all that for 6 damage. Yes, all of that for 6 damage, unless a 14.
awesome. So the 14 does not hit, unfortunately, just barely misses. They have an AC of 15. So it takes 6 damage though, and it's now no longer charmed.
Nope, because Oskar didn't hurt it.
I thought it was if it takes damage.
If it takes damage,
Does it say if it takes damage? Okay,
That's
then yeah,
how I
it's no
read
longer
it.
charmed.
maybe I'll
That's
I'll
fine.
double check.
Nope, nope, no.
If the, for any for an affected, the spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage. So it's now
I don't
back
see-
to normal.
Anything else I can do with him unless I use the pendant to try and finish killing him.
Yeah, I was just thinking of him hiding behind the door.
Yeah, so that's what. So yeah, he'll go back through the door.
Alrighty.
Yep, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, it's almost 20 after 11. How do you guys want to? It's top of the order. Stop this one. That one went pretty fast.
I think we're good for one more.
Do one more. Okay, perfect. It's all you,
You guys
Oscar.
think? All right.
I
So
mean, unless somebody says no right now. Nico, you good?
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And Austin already said yes. All right, go for it.
so
This
Oscar's
is the last
going
round
to go,
for sure, though, and then we'll finish next time with Sam here.
Right. So that's 5, 10, 15. October. Oscar's going to move up to there.
Okay.
Cast a shatter right there.
Okay. Shatter is a 10-foot or 15-foot radius.
10 foot.
Okay, so, yeah, you could hit 3 of them, I think. Actually, could you hit? You might be able to hit 4 of them.
So it's 10
Yeah, I think
foot,
you could
so
do
it'd be
that.
those
Yeah,
4.
yeah. That's perfect. You can hit all 4 of them. All right, cool.
Yep. So that is it's upcast DC 15.
Okay. I think they're all gonna. The cultists are both gonna die no matter what. I think. Yeah, 1 failed, 1 succeeded. He takes half. How much damage was it though?
20.
Yep. They only have 9 hit points, so they both die. There is once again, this kind of like just ricochet sound, shotgun or whatever. This one is, let's see, the Crushing Wave Priests here are both going to make their saves. 1, 2. Oh, the one that is charmed, actually they both succeeded. So they both take half, which is 10. They're now when they do these come out of their charm when they take damage?
Yeah, he'll come out.
That's okay. Hypnotic pattern. Oh, I was looking at the hypnotic pattern, not the other thing. So I might.
The other one knocks him out too. I went and checked it.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So he kind of like shakes his head. Is like, what's going on? And that's that. All right. Good shot, man. Good damage.
Okay, and then that was
5,
10,
movement
15.
action. You still have a little bit of movement and a bonus.
I'm not going to use my bonus, and I'm to go back to.
Okay. The door is still open though at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no. So Dario would have opened it to go in. I can go back through.
Sure, that's fine.
That one Crushing Wave Priest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a con save. Never mind. I was gonna say because he was stunned from the hypnotic pattern, but that wouldn't
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just don't have 0
it's
movement.
Not, It's not stunned. It's incapacitated, so it doesn't affect them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is their turn now. So this one standing right next to Kron is, what's he gonna do? He's gonna cast Blur on himself. And that means he's concentrating. That's an action. And it's gonna shift around here to try to distract you. This one is going to... what's it gonna do? It thinks you are under control, but it sees this feller on the bridge. And he's just gonna blast you with some magic missiles.
Okay.
12 force damage
Okay.
to Holg.
Alright, half to 6.
No.
I am a bear.
Oh, you reduce force damage too. Woof.
Everything but psychic.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah,
all right,
bears and
so
nuts.
all right, so that is good. So that kind of frustrates him when he sees you sort of shrug some of that damage off. That is, he's not going to move. He's kind of happy where he is, and it's your turn, Hulk.
Alright. I will step out of melee with this lizard man and flank the one that's blurred.
Okay, he's going to make a opportunity attack. That one was using a javelin.
A
19 to
will
hit. Okay,
Yeah,
you take
that'll hit.
2 piercing damage. 4
Okay.
reduced to do.
And I will make 2 longsword attacks against the
Yeah,
priest
with
here.
advantage. Go for it.
So
Should be flat
Yeah.
Why is it
So
flat?
a 19 and a
because of
20.
blur.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
A 19 and a 20 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay. So actually, that's 9 damage. Does he
Okay.
have to? Does he have to make a concentration on that?
He will. Yep.
Okay. That's 9 from that. I was just curious if it would affect maybe the second one being the crit.
Good question. Let me see if he succeeds on his
Okay,
concentration.
so he succeeds.
Ooh,
and then
just barely.
11.
Okay.
So he takes 20 total.
So 11 from the second. Okay. Not looking too good health-wise, and he needs to make another Constitution saving throw. Oh no!
Fails.
He drops blur.
Excellent.
Yep, that was
And-
good.
I will bonus action throw down a regular healing potion that I have.
Okay. Pop the cork.
And that's it for me.
Awesome. Ooh, good
that's-
stuff.
2d4
Guys.
plus 2.
All right,
Yep.
Holg. All right, it is
For healing
Gar's
potion, yes.
turn. What's he gonna do? You know, I think he's just gonna try to attack you with advantage. So he stabs out at you with this trident, and he also is gonna attack with his claw, both with advantage. 22
both
and a
hit.
24 both hit. So with the claw, you take 10 bludgeoning damage, and he's pinching you in the claw. So he's got you grappled. And you take 7 piercing and 3 cold damage from
So 7
drown.
total from that one.
Yeah. And drown is this like really cool looking kind of black iron trident. And he's holding it in one hand at the moment, of course. So
Well, that was not nice.
Yep. So 10 bludgeoning from the claw and 10 from his trident. And
The first one 5, the second one reduced to 7.
okay. And that's all he's gonna do. I think. Wait, let me see if he's got any bonus action stuff. I don't think so, but yeah, he doesn't have any bonus action stuff. All right, that's it for him. And it's your turn, Kron.
Okay, so I'm grappled.
You are grappled.
It's an action to get out, or do I
It is
Can
an
I
action.
attack even though I'm grappled?
You can
Yes.
attack if you're grappled.
Cool. Then, yeah, I'm gonna swing at him.
Let me make.
Grappling only reduces your speed to 0.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna go reckless.
You don't have to reckless if
You don't
wanna
have
paint
to if you don't
on
want
the
to,
middle.
but if you want to.
Oh,
by all
actually,
means.
yeah, I'll hit the one in the middle first. I meant to do that anyway.
Oh, you're gonna attack the priest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you wanted to do your super mega
That'll hit.
phase.
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
No, I want to take him
Woo!
out. 29 to the priest.
Jeez.
You crush the priest, and he just like he goes tumbling over sideways into the water.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna turn around and grin at Gar, and I'm gonna swing at him. These will be normal though. First one misses, and again that one will hit.
Yeah.
So I swing in the first one, like I
Yeah.
have to like twist in his claw, so I can't quite get to it. But the
Nice.
second one, I realized, why am I trying to twist and like do a side? I'm just gonna come straight down.
Nice. Yep, 21 will hit for sure. Okay,
oh,
that is
hang on. Take
32.
5 off of that top. So 12. Yeah, 12. Divine Fury.
Solid hit. He kind of like gets smashed by it. He's like, "You're a tough one, huh?"
Of course. That's my turn.
Okay. Dario is up.
So the lizard folk,
Sorry, what now? The lizard folk what?
the lizard folk, whichever one got deleted.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Thank you for catching that. So they
I
will
just
go-
now caught it.
Yeah. Let me go back here and try to figure out what their initiative was, because I forget. 10. Okay. So they would go...
Oh, they would have gone up before, so after Holg, but before Gar.
Yeah, that's fine. So just have them go now. After Holg, before Gar. That's 10. Okay. So this is what I'll say. So this one will just charge after Holg and try to attack it. Attack him. You did not attack recklessly, so he just makes 2 standard attacks.
The priest was on the other side
priest.
at the time.
Priest still would have been alive, yeah. So he has
Oh.
advantage.
Okay. Okay.
So 19 would hit.
Thanks for being honest, guys. All right, so you take 7 piercing from his bite as he kind of like bites you on the back of the shoulder, and you realize he's there, and you dodge out of the way of his javelin. The other one is, he's gonna come down here after you all. He'll open the door, and I think he's going to make an attack at... Well, it's kind of 50-50, I guess. So let's say odd is going to be Oskar, even as Dario. Well, odd it is.
Oskar.
So Oskar, he's going to attack you.
Sure.
So same thing, javelin and bite. No advantage or anything. A 5 and a 15.
Bite hits.
Okay. So you take 3 piercing from his bite as he chomps down on your... You raise your arm up to defend against it, and you dodge out of the way of the javelin easily. It kind of like clunks into the door frame, or, ticks into the stone of the door. Oh, nice. You maintain concentration. Very well done. Yeah,
Which
so
is
just-
good, because they also get deleted from the order.
And you did take 3 piercing, right?
Yep, took the 3.
Okay, and it is Dario's turn now, for sure.
Alright, so Dario is going to go around this guy with
Sure.
his sword.
Great sword
And-
attack. With
I mean,
advantage.
This will be his end.
Oh, I'm sure it will, and he gets to make one more
yeah.
attack just in case
Yep.
because of his...
So, I read that, and
Yeah.
this is something that we need to tell him. It lets him re-roll one of his dice. So if he... Oh wait, never mind, it won't matter. There's no way he can't... There's no way he can screw it up. I thought, oh, you can screw up a hit doing that. No, you can't.
No, because you just re-roll the lower of the 2 anyway.
Yep. So that's...
But do you want to see if he can get a critical
10.
hit? I guess he didn't.
did.
That was a 5. It was technically
I just
Eldritch
hit-
Blast, but it's the same
I just
thing.
clicked Eldritch Blast instead. By
That's
accident.
fine.
Right underneath his sword.
So he takes
Okay,
11
11.
damage. That is not enough to kill this creature. It's still barely standing.
Second attack, fishing for the crit. The 27... Nope, that's an 18. So,
27 is a hit, but not a crit.
yep. So for...
And that damage is even minimum probably would take him out. All right, so
13.
Dario comes behind him and just slashes once, twice across the creature's back and cuts it down. He is going to regain, what's that, 8? No, level...
10
what's
hit
it?
points.
10 hit points? Okay, all right, 10.
Yep. And then he's going to raise the Spectre just because I think it's a good thing to have.
Yeah, definitely.
Does take any action. Alright, that's it. So we get a Spectre. I add...
Do you want me to pull
These-
that out, or I guess I will.
No, I've got one.
Can he move the Hexblade's Curse, or is that like a later thing that he gets?
no, it's a one
It's a
and
later
done.
thing. It's a one and done. Dario's Ghost Puppy.
Oh, I got it out already. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
What? All right. That's it. No reason for him to go anywhere else. And
Yeah. Perfect. So he kills
he
this
would tell his-
creature. He puts his hand out above it, and this specter rises up out of the creature's body. It's got this long snout similar to the lizard folk itself, and yeah. So and I think that specter gets its own initiative. So if you want to do that, here, let me do it, because then I can set up a token action for it for the future.
I rolled it a 21.
Nice. All right. Oh, it's an angry spirit.
And he will tell it, kill the lizard.
Yes. All right. So it will come back. So we will come back with the lizard folk at the top of the order there. That was the end of the round. And this angry specter comes out of this creature. Here's its new master command it to go attack, and it goes. And that's a great place to end the game tonight, guys. We'll see how you fare when we have Sam back next time. I was really nervous at the beginning, but you guys are playing really, really well, and the dice have definitely been in your favor, which is fantastic. So, hey,
Kron is a tactical nuke.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly. So,
So's
hey,
Dario when he can get there.
Yeah, when Dario doesn't walk in with 4 hit points.
right? Well, anyway, thank you all. I appreciate Ty and Mac hanging out with us in the chat tonight. It's been a while since we actually streamed one of our games, so it was fun to have you hanging out with us. We will be back in 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens when they try to face this prophet of water in this showdown that we're having. So, see you in a couple weeks. Have a great time, and remember, it's your game. Play your way.